probes are being pushed away, but mining has just been disrupted. This is pretty good tear and harass. Mirka's doing a good job of keeping Reach on his toes, which he needs to do, because Reach's economy is just so much stronger than his at the moment. Or actually, the longer that Reach doesn't get a third, the more that more Miracle's going to be able to catch up. And Reach, and critically, Miracle will have spotted the Arbiter tech with those Vultures, getting a couple of probe kills here that were actually getting a lot of probe kills. At
about 5, 6, 7.
Wow, that was
7 probe kills with that one Vulture.
That just wasn't. Reach didn't really need to lose those probes. I think Reach is showing some cracks in his shell there. Certainly. Sending those probes back a little bit prematurely and losing some because of it. It looks like this dropship has some tanks in it, I think, but Reach is going to know that these tanks are coming, or not tanks, that another drop is bound to be coming soon. He's going to be fairly well prepared for it. Not bad Vulture Micro, actually no, not very good Vulture Micro. Oh, a mine takes down 3 Dragoons though. Miracle's Vulture Micro is trying to be Nada-esque, or more like fantasy at the moment. It's just not working. This dropship might go down. These Dragoons might... No, it's too fast. And the tank does go down. So that was a bit of a fail drop from Miracle. Reach just really good position with his Dragoons. He's just got too many at the moment. And his first Arbiter is building now. So Reach probably doesn't have the economic advantage anymore. He does have a third up now. But he did lose a lot of probes.
Is building that command to kind of float it up to that third expansion now as well. So Miracle will be on equal bases soon.
Yeah. As I was saying, Miracle, Reach has the tech advantage, I would say, but maybe not the economic advantage anymore. And these Dragoons are there to intercept the dropship. If the dropship goes down, that's huge. These 2 Vultures and tank might not be... Oh, good mine placement. 1 Vulture going down. These Dragoons, I think, will win. More reinforcements coming in now. And, ooh, those mines are almost taking out that Dragoon and tank, but not quite. That tank's still going. Vulture harassing the probes a little bit. I think getting 1 probe kill. Siege mode behind those mines, which is just so annoying, but I think this tank will go down relatively fast. Yeah, 1 shot from the Dragoons. Mine taking down a Dragoon, though. I think Miracle's harass has been fairly good, but I'm not sure it's been enough. And Reach is now getting cannons around all his nexuses, which is a pretty typical sort of thing from him. Style from Reach here. Generally doesn't like to leave, just let it up to his Dragoons to defend. Something I've observed in a lot of his games versus Terran, he almost always gets cannons, whereas some players might choose not to. That first Arbiter is bound to be out soon. It's going to be down to whether Reach saves that up for stasis or recall. Those Arbiters just offer such flexibility in your play. Either option is quite good at the moment. I think a recall could be pretty good.
Yeah.
There's no
it
real...
looks like getting his 4th getting his 4th expansion now.
Which is a mineral only, I think.
And I think I saw a science facility going up for Miracle.
Miracle definitely needs to get some EMP out and another dropship out, but I think he needs science vessels soon. His main...
Science vessels now.
Is it?
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, alright. And loading up for another drop, it would seem. His main is relatively unprotected from a recall, though. There's a lot of Vultures sneaking by these Dragoons in the middle, though. They might be able to sneak into Reach's main or something, but Reach is having nothing of it. Miracle knows that first Arbiter's out now, though. Reach doesn't seem to have observers with those troops, which might be a little bit of a mistake. Interestingly enough, we haven't seen any speed zealots yet, which I think is a bit odd, given that Reach is using a lot of gas on these Arbiters now. I think he should be going for more of a zealot heavy force. But yeah, actually, just as I say that, we see the first 8 or so. I think Reach might still be on like 4
Oh,
gateways. So,
oh no,
wow, a
oh
lot
no.
of Dragoons going down to mines. You do not want to lose those Dragoons like that. I think this Nexus might go down. Yeah, it looks like it will go down. So a bit of a blow for Reach, but actually no, a really large blow for Reach. These tanks will go down now. Miracle uses a scan. He gets a few shots off, but I'm not sure that scan was worth it. Miracle has a really large force at the moment though, and I'm not sure that Reach has quite enough to fight it off. It'll depend whether he has stasis in time or not. I think
So I think 2 arbiters out now.
2 or 3 arbiters out now. I think the economic advantage that Reach did have is now finally being equalized. It looks like Miracle is preparing for that recall, getting mines across his base and some turrets. But it looks, I think Reach is going to be going for a recall at his expansion, which could be quite effective, I think. It looks like Reach is picking up an expansion in the top left as well, which is a gas expansion, of course, which he definitely needs the gas because he is going quite heavily committing to arbiters. And it looks like he's going in for a recall now. Will these 2 turrets be enough to stop it? I don't think they will. Yeah, the recall gets off. I think this Nexus, this command center might go down. Actually, no, it's floating away. It might not. It might make it, and no SCVs were killed. So this might not be the most effective recall ever. But it's certainly disrupting the mining of Miracle significantly, and Miracle's just not going to be able to float that command center there ever.
Miracle has actually mined out his own minerals, so giving Reach a free backdoor into his natural.
He's able to, he's able to shell this expansion now, but and these speed lots are able to get in amongst these tanks. So this is not the most effective defense ever from Miracle. Actually, a relatively ineffective, defense, and a lot of SCVs have died. I think, unless they've been pulled away. No, they're on gas. That's all right. So disrupting mining at 2 bases is certainly a really good thing for Reach to be doing. I mean, he didn't destroy a whole lot with that recall, but he certainly disrupted a lot, and that just hurts. I mean, if you're not mining minerals for that amount of time, you're just going to fall behind eventually. And a lot of tanks.
And he's still not mining at that 3rd expansion either. So effectively, really just sort of running off 1 base at the moment, which I think this recall has been, I would say, pretty successful. It's able to disrupt that. The natural just getting mining now, and it looks like he is preparing for another recall.
Yeah, those position of those troops certainly suggest that, but I don't think that's going to be as successful. It's the first, just given.
Don't go there.
He's going to go.
Trap.
Oh, he might be able to get it off though. Yeah, he does get it off, all amongst the supply.
Mines.
So, do the mines clean it up? I think the mines do an okay job of cleaning this up, but it's certainly going to be annoying. And just looking at the number of expansions Reach has now, I was completely wrong. Reach has mixed up his game enough with the arbiters so that he is able to play the his normal game. He is mass expanding. 1 armory goes down, so that's going to be critical. Reach is going to be able to pull ahead in terms of upgrades now, and Miracle's game has just been disrupted entirely by these recalls. Ideally, as a Terran, you want to be able to push out at a certain supply with a certain number of upgrades on all of your troops. And Miracle's no longer going to be able to do that ideal push, which is certainly an advantage for Reach. And Reach now has 4 expansions, including his natural going. So Reach is definitely playing a really heavy economy game with just sort of scalpel-like, surgical recalls here and there. He might be going for a stasis here. Ooh, not going in for a stasis, just sort of scaring. Ooh, actually, I think he's going for a really large recall. Actually, that's a big recall.
Yeah. Sorry. Just before we saw Reach actually getting some high Templars now, but we saw him get another forge. So he's definitely looking to pull ahead in upgrades. Getting another forge.
I think he's going for a recall right into the natural of Miracle. I think this is going to be decisive. Right on top of those tanks. I think this command center will go down. There is a science vessel there, but it goes down really fast. There are a few troops in position, but the majority of Miracle's army is out in the field. Miracle has 2 options here. He can either come back and try and clean this. Actually, Oh no, it looks like the recall's been cleaned up fairly well. That was not as successful as the Reach would have hoped, I have to say. It didn't take down the command center. Oh, I see why. Only half of the troops were able to recall. And it looks like Miracle is picking up the mineral only expansion. These Dragoons are still alive, but I don't think they're going to